early childhood teachers acknowledge that children want to move. And most teachers even acknowledge that children need to move. So let's explore some effective ways to best meet children's need for active learning. In this video, we will hear from children's movement specialist, Rae Pica. Together, we will investigate two important aspects of movement. We will also hear from teachers and parents as we explore strategies for incorporating that movement into our classrooms.
Movement is an important piece of child development. In fact, Rae explains that there are two important aspects of movement within child development.
I see movement and child development as being completely and totally linked. There are two different aspects to movement. There's the physical development, motor skill development, and physical fitness, and then there's using movement as a tool and helping children understand different concepts that fall under the content areas: art, language arts, math, music, science, social studies. So we're talking about the whole child, and we're talking about cognitive development, we're talking about social emotional development, we're talking about physical development. So it's completely and totally linked, movement, and you can't have proper child development without movement. I talk a lot about Finland. They take a 15-minute recess after every 45 minutes of instruction. They have physical education, they have art, they have music, they have got it going on. They have shorter school days than we do because we don't want the children to spend all of their day in school, and they don't start until they're 7. And they are top of the heap in literacy and numeracy. So when we do away with recess and physical education and opportunities for children to move during the school day, we're going against the science. If we're thinking about movement for physical development, for physical fitness, motor skill development, and the two are intertwined, of course, then we might be doing movement once a day for 30 minutes or 45 minutes specifically for that, to help to promote motor skill development, to help promote physical fitness. We might be doing that indoors, we might be doing that outdoors, or a combination of the two. We should be using movement throughout the day to help the children learn, because they're mostly kinesthetic learners. Movement is their favorite mode of learning. I believe that teachers should steer away from sports readiness skills at a young age. A lot of parents want their children to grow up to be athletes and superstars, and to get those college scholarships and go on to be in the Olympics and the pros, and the odds of that are phenomenally low. I liken it to building a house. I mean, you have the foundation, you have the first floor, you have the second floor. To me, jumping right into throwing and catching and all of those manipulative skills that are sports related is like starting with the second floor. It doesn't make any sense at all. They have to learn to walk and run, and they really have to have the body and the spatial awareness and understand that you can move slowly and quickly and lightly and strongly and get all of those fundamentals down pat before we can ask them to take part in skills that are more complex.
So based on research with the large motor movement being such an impact, I plan a large movement activity each and every day, but I also follow the lead of the children, and if they are participating in a play scheme or something along those lines, I try to incorporate large motor right in with their play.
My middle child, he has mastered the coordination skills involved in bike riding because of what he does at school, the outdoor play. They have a great little circular bike riding path that the kids ride on, and he's so motivated to do that at every single outdoor time. They all kind of get on together, they do twosome rides, or they have somebody in the back. And the first year that he was here, he only ever sat in the back, and he just rode around and around and around. And now this year, he's driving them with other children on the back. And that has made him so interested in bike riding at home. And now he wants to ride his bike at home all the time. He rides a Strider bike, so they don't have pedals. He just, kind of feels the balance. And he's just gained so much more skills in those balance and coordination skills. And I attribute that in part to the fact that twice a day, every day, for 2 years now, he's been working up this skill of bike riding.
Children are more sedentary these days than I think at any point in history, and a great deal of that has to do with competition from electronics. There's just so much fun stuff going on inside the house that it's hard to get them outside the house. In Richard Louve's book, Last Child in the Woods, there's a story of a 6-year-old boy. Richard Louve asked the little boy, do you prefer the indoors or the outdoors? And the little boy said he liked the indoors best because that's where the electrical outlets are. So that's what we're facing. We also have a culture of fear. The statistics show that children are no less safe than they were, say, in the 1970s. But we hear about every incident now in all of its gruesome details over and over and over and over again. And what group of people is easier to scare than parents?
I definitely have, safety concerns about having my children play outside, only because I'm affected by the media's perception of safety. I grew up 30 years ago on a farm, so I had, literally my mom would say to me after breakfast, I don't want to see you until dinner. And then I would go outside and play by myself for 8 hours and come in at the end of the day, maybe come and use the bathroom. So that doesn't obviously apply to my children. I'm just not in a generation of parenting where it's acceptable to parent that way, even though it was acceptable 30 years ago and I turned out pretty good for that, I think. But I'm affected by it because the media, I think, has a lot to do with that. It tells me to worry about that. But I try to be wise-minded about it and rational and really just, not be so overly scared that I don't let my kids out. But I confess that the first thing we did this summer after finally having saved money to do so is fenced in our yard. Because with 3 boys who are really active, we have a big yard with about 1/2 acre of grass. But with these 3 boys that we want to have them outside as much as possible, but we don't always want to go outside with them. If I want to do the dishes and they need to go outside, I want to know they're safe. So it does play a role for sure.
There is not a single content area that you cannot employ movement to help the children better understand, the concepts that fall under it. In terms of cognitive awakening and awareness, those aha moments are much more likely to happen when a child physically experiences a concept. And we know that the more senses they use in the learning process, the higher the percentage of retention. So they get it and they keep the information when they physically experience it. Active learning is, as I said, when children get high and low and wide and narrow, and then they suddenly understand the mathematics, quantitative concepts of high, low, wide, and narrow. Active learning is when they stomp their feet to understand the word stomp, or when they make themselves enormous to understand the word enormous, or they act out a poem or a song or a story, and they begin to understand characterization and that a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Active learning is when they physically experience concepts and have those aha moments. And it begins to make sense to them in a way that just hearing them can't. So active learning is using as many senses as possible.
When children are involved in active learning experiences, they're using all of their senses. Some children are kinesthetic learners, some children are auditory, some are visual. So to be able to provide that means of learning for each and every child, you're getting all of the learning styles in there, and you're kind of just benefiting them, as well as the fact that when their hands are on it, they're fully investigating it. So they're feeling it, they're questioning it, they're wondering about it, they're just fully investigating when their hands can be on it.
I think when the children are in active learning experiences, they're hitting every domain. So today in our classroom, we were able to hit math as the children jumped to numbers, as well as jumping jacked 5 times or pushed up 5 times. We also were able to have them figure out some science concepts as well. How high can the beam be before we fall down, or solve problems? What might we use to make it more steady? How can we make it so less children fall? So I feel like we're able to hit not only the senses, but then also the domains and objectives from our curriculum.
I think it's really important to be able to go cross-curricular. So because you need to be active as a preschooler, but that doesn't mean that you can't teach math, or you can't teach language, or you can't teach science. It just means that you have to figure out a way to incorporate those skills along with that movement.
My kids have been totally affected in a positive way by their active, engaged learning here. They take a lot of stuff they learn here home, and then they bring it into the family, and then we use that as sort of inspiration for things that we will do. So for example, 2 years ago, my oldest son was 4, and his classroom was working on the project of spiders. And the classroom took on this active learning approach with spiders. They used the project approach, but then they did all sorts of active activities with spiders, and it just completely changed the way that our whole entire family viewed learning. My oldest son, Avery, who was about 4 at the time, said, "I want to make a spider web outside. Can I get some yarn or straw or something like that?" I don't remember the word he used. So I did go downstairs and found like a big pile of white yarn. And I said, sure, and I gave it to him. I didn't give him any, rules on it at all. And he went outside, and we have a shed, and then about 6 feet from the shed is a tree house. And he used the shed on one side and the tree house on the other side, and he created a spider web just by, bringing things over. And of course I had to help him at some point with duct taping spider web yarn everywhere, but he would kind of instruct me, or he'd weave it in and out of things that would hold it to make it more stable. And he just spent this whole time, creating a spider web. And that's really creative. And he's just, 4 and using his landscape and a few materials to try to create a spider web out of his yard space. And it was really fun. I took a lot of pictures of that, and everybody who saw them was impressed with that creativity.
You can use a direct approach to instruction, or you can use problem-solving approaches to instruction. It depends on the situation, it depends on the children. The younger the children, the more the direct the instruction. When children with special needs often need more direct instruction, and that means that the teacher is demonstrating for them, and the children are imitating. A teacher can show them what wide looks like, and they imitate, and they're still going to get it. I love a problem-solving approach for children who are cognitively ready for a problem-solving approach. Show me how slowly a turtle moves. Show me how wide you can be. And then there is no one right answer. The problem with standardized tests is that children are being led to believe that there's always one right answer to any question, and that is not the way life works. That's not the way creativity works, or innovation, or any of the traits we need for 21st century living. If you're going to do something like the hokey pokey, you're not going to use a problem-solving approach. It would take forever. That is perpetuating a tradition, and that's your goal, is for everyone to be doing the same thing at the same time. But if you want to stimulate creativity, if you want to promote problem solving and individuality and self-expression, then you use, we call it movement exploration in the movement field, but it's also called divergent problem solving in general. Show me how wide you can be. And Mary might be wide way up high, and Harry might be wide somewhere in the middle, and Sam could be wide lying on the floor, with his arms and legs apart. It's the teacher's job then to point out all the different responses that she's seeing so the children begin to understand that there's more than one way to get it right. And the more that sort of thing is validated, the more creative risks they're willing to take. And it's a beautiful thing to see. The National Association for Sport and Physical Education, I was part of the task force that established their guidelines for physical activity for children birth to age 5. It's called Active Start, and that's NASPE, N-A-S-P-E, info.org. And they say that toddlers should have a minimum of 30 minutes a day of structured physical activity and a minimum of 60 minutes a day of unstructured. Preschoolers should have a minimum of 60 and 60, structured and unstructured. And the structured is, as we were talking about, promoting motor skills. You want to work on helping the children learn to gallop. And so you've got activities that help them learn to gallop. Or you want to teach them the hokey pokey. Those are structured kinds of activities. And then the unstructured is where they get to choose what they want to do. And of course the playground is the best place for that. Learning stations as well in the classroom, but the playground is the best place for unstructured physical activity. But that doesn't mean that the teacher just takes a break. They should still be facilitating the children's learning by asking questions, scaffolding their learning, making suggestions, just being a part of things in the outdoors the way they are in the indoors. So.
It's my responsibility to make sure that the children are engaged in some form of learning while they're outside. It is child-led, so some children really want to just run, and that's fine. But I can support that by providing a play scheme or by suggesting that we race or things that create more of an engagement and a focus for the children while they're doing that.
There's absolutely no reason why the outdoors can't be considered an extension of the indoor learning environment. You can play follow the leader outside just as easily as you can do it inside, and maybe more so. And if there are different kinds of things to move around, tree trunks and fences or sandboxes or whatever, it's going to make for a different kind of follow the leader game. It offers more space. We want the children to be outside as often as possible. Sunlight has been shown to promote productivity and to make us feel good because it stimulates the pineal gland. I mean, there are just so many reasons we want children to be outdoors.
So for example, outside we had puppets. We had monkey puppets and crocodile puppet. And the children went to the log and pretended that was their monkey's tree. And they sang 5 Little Monkeys Swinging in a Tree, teasing Mr. Alligator, can't catch me. At which point Mr. Alligator chased them to try to catch them, which was a great way to retell a favorite finger play in a gross motor way outside. It's really different because inside, if they were reenacting that, it wouldn't be as motor driven and as active as it was outside. And in all reality, the alligator chases the monkey. So why not bring it outside and let the alligator chase the monkey?
We're currently doing a zoo project, and so the children there's so much that we're learning about, but the children are trying to determine size, how the animals move, and then what they need in their cages. So we were able to do some of the measurement inside. Then outside we continued the measurement, but then we also made cages. So we were able to use the large blocks outside as well as the rocks, the wood chips, and bring those into everyone's cage. And then each item represented something else. So the large red bricks that we have were licking for the lions because the children believe the lions lick and that they need something to lick with. And then we used mulch as different types of food. So we were able to use something we were doing in the classroom, but extend it outside on a much larger scale. We had more animals in our zoo, and we were able to incorporate the other preschool classrooms with us. And then that gave the children an opportunity to show all that they've learned so far to the other rooms. I think the best way to begin an outdoor classroom, is what we call ours, is again, more talking. I think when you talk with your staff and figure out what they find is important is huge. Then we did a lot of talking and drafting up of what we felt was important, where it could be, how we could make that work. And then I think it's important to start small. I am one of those people who wants to do everything all at once, and that's overwhelming and you're going to want to give up. So I feel like if you do everything very slowly, so if you're first going to incorporate music outside, you bring a CD player with a couple of CDs and maybe some musical instruments. Try that out for a few weeks, tweak that until it's right the way you want it, and then move to the next area. I think if you're trying it all together, you'll become overwhelmed.
I would definitely start with small pieces, pick one area, and begin to be intentional with that area. For example, if you have a grassy space, you might be able to do group outside, whatever your group activity was going to be, so that you're intentionally using the outside, not necessarily for large motor, but just because you're in the outside. Again, with games, I almost always bring a game outside that we use inside. So bringing the inside learning outside. And then the same skills can apply outside too. So if you're doing writing inside, you use sidewalk chalk outside. Or if you're tossing bean bags inside, you get a ball and toss it outside. So being able to just extend those curriculum objectives from indoor work to large motor outdoor work.
I think my favorite space is the large area next to, we have soccer nets, and it's just the large space out there. And I like it because there's so much the children can do. It's open-ended. So the children can go onto the log to balance, but they could use it as bleachers. They can use it to, we had cheerleaders on it today. We could use it to just sit and talk. We could look at the sky. And then that larger area we can use for chalk. We can create our own games. So I like the open-ended part of that. We can do open-ended in the classroom, but the outdoors just has this feel about it that open-ended is just, there's so much the children can do.
Probably the number one reason that teachers shy away from using movement, and I know when I first started doing this stuff, teachers backed away from me like I was a dentist holding a drill when I said the words children and movement in the same sentence, because they imagine children bouncing off the walls. The truth is, children are less likely to bounce off the walls if they have the opportunity to move as often as possible. I had a workshop leader once say, we have two choices. We can let children do what they do, or we can keep saying, sit still, sit still, sit still, which doesn't really work all that well. There are ways in which we can prevent the children from bouncing off the walls. I mean, we set some guidelines, we will respect one another's personal space, and we do a lot of work around personal space so the children begin to understand that they're sort of in giant bubbles and they mustn't get close enough to burst anyone else's. We will make as little noise as possible. You can't have movement without sound, but we will make as little noise as possible, and we establish a signal, that's their secret code that means stop, look, and listen. Stop, look at me, and listen for what comes next. They love secret codes, so there are ways in which we can prevent it from being chaos, but for the most part, it's what children want to do.
I think that one of the biggest challenges is not having enough space sometimes. We like to be really gross motor, so sometimes that's difficult, but what we do is then just take that activity outside. Some of the other challenges is some children prefer more of a quiet time, so some children want to be active all the time, so being able to balance when the quiet activity is and when the active activity is.
I think the biggest thing I've learned with active learning is risk-taking, that it's okay to say, it might be a little loud and it might seem like everyone's on top of each other, but what are they gaining from this? And so my assistant and I are really big into, after we reflect, what is our next step? We talk about our next step, and then what might happen. So it might get really loud. We might have to educate parents of why it's important. We might need to be right there and make sure that everyone's safe. We might need to bring a mat in, but are they gaining something from it? And if we can find that they're gaining something from it and we feel that the other pieces can be fixed with our proximity or educating parents, then we'll try it out. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we tried it out. So, and I think a lot of times We feel frustrated as a teacher. We want it all to be perfect. So we feel frustrated that it didn't work the first time. And so we really need to sit back, reflect with our team, and then be able to think, what is it that went wrong? How can we fix it? And it might not be great the first time, but maybe the third, the fourth, and the fifth.
I think that if teachers are providing information to parents, then they just have to make sure that this is part of it, that play and movement and physical activity are part of what they're sharing with parents, not in a shame on you kind of way, but in a positive way, whether they're sending home emails or newsletters or sharing resources.
Some of the ways that we educate parents is I do a home visit, and during that home visit I might explain the developmental pieces of a child and different learning styles so that they can understand the importance of movement with such young children and hands-on activities. The other thing we talk a lot about is passive learners versus active learners, and I basically get the parents excited about the fact that we're active learners and therefore we will be head to toe involved in whatever the learning is. The other piece of that is on a daily note. Every day I send home a daily note, and on that daily note I provide an anecdotal note of what each child did, and if I can connect that to the benchmark so that the parent can understand that not only did my child, say, walk across the log, but what benchmarks they met walking across the log, then they begin to understand that that's much more meaningful than sitting and doing a worksheet.
I think the best way to educate parents about movement and just what we do at our school is using the curriculum. I'm able to say, here's the activity we did today, here's all the objectives we met, this is how your child met those objectives. When I started here, I didn't feel very confident with my families. I didn't know them very well. And so every day I would put a marker board up and it would have one activity that we did with our objectives. And our families really felt connected to that because they knew, the children played telephone, but through telephone we were able to hit all these objectives. Or we used the parachute today, and through that we were able to use social skills, singing, rhyming.
It's important to me that my kids are actively learning because I've done a little bit of research about how boys learn, and I'm understanding that boys need to be active to learn. And I have my oldest one, who's a graduate of the Children's Campus, is now a kindergartner. And he's 6, he just turned 6 in August, but we held him back, or rather we waited until he was more than a year ready to go to kindergarten because of that concern. I was worried about how much he'd be sitting in kindergarten, how much he would be learning in a paper pencil format versus what he did at the Children's Campus, which is constantly actively engaging in play. So I was very concerned about that. I have also, I had high hopes that kindergarten would be less sitting down and more active, and I don't think that it's as bad as I anticipated it would be with regards to sitting. But he definitely sits at his desk a lot. And, as a boy, I think that might be hard for him. It's not as hard for him as it would have been last year. He's just more mature, a year older. So it's really important for me that my boys are really given a lot of active ways to learn.
I think that it's really important to remember that children, not only do they want to move, but they need to move. And that when they're moving, they're active, their brains are active. Therefore, if you can get them to move while you're trying to teach a skill, they're going to get it more so from head to toe than if you're just telling them and expecting them to listen or showing them and expecting them to see.
Movement is a vital piece of every preschool curriculum. In fact, research shows that children need movement to develop gross motor skills. It doesn't just happen naturally. So are you intentional about planning opportunities for children to develop basic gross motor skills? Are you utilizing your outdoor space as well as your indoor space?
Research is showing that movement helps to activate the brain. Children are able to understand concepts at a deeper level when we connect them to movement. Are you intentional about using movement to help children better understand concepts? As you're planning, using movement can be a powerful way to help children meet early learning standards.
We must be intentional about the use of movement, but we can be most successful when we partner with parents in this effort. What we do in the classroom really can impact how children are playing at home. What are you teaching your students in regards to creativity, movement, and play?
As Rae Pica reminds us, when teachers use activities like these in the classroom, they are teaching to the whole child, using the physical and social-emotional as well as the cognitive. This results in enduring and meaningful lessons and children who will move in leaps and bounds toward becoming lifelong learners.